Hello, welcome to the Friday artwork video. So it's Worldwake this week, seeing as that's the set we did the set musings about and the Commander Durdle. So I'm going to go through some artwork here. A lot of this is the rares that I pulled. Basically that's how I selected the artwork. However, there are a few of the, or parts of some of the common cycles in here as well for those cards that I did pull. I went through and I didn't appear to have the complete cycle. I didn't open, I don't think, a lot of Worldwake, and when I say a lot, I don't think I opened more than about 10 boosters, around about that much. So it's funny, there's certain holes in certain colours where, if red's a good example, where I don't seem to have certain cards that I would sort of expect to see, if you know what I mean, certain commons. And when I look at it, I can see, well, yeah, it's because I didn't open an awful lot of boosters of this. So we're going to start off, we're going to go through in Wooburg, and then when I get to and there'll be the lands and the artifacts at the end. I just wanted to look at this one because I was curious. To me, it just looks like a piece of artwork through a fisheye lens, and I think that's actually what it is. So I needed to just satisfy my curiosity up close. I can't really pick anything out there apart from, like I say, something that looks like it's photographed through a fisheye lens. But let me know in the comments if you can see anything else in Terra Eternal that maybe I can't see. Okay, so I do have a few Zendikons. I think I have 4 out of the 5. And I thought the artwork for these always looked interesting. It's funny, I've always associated the block and the set with the hedron shaped artifacts. Here we have something clearly either circular or spherical. Oh yeah, Dispel. I did really want to check the artwork out on this actually. That's neat actually, this sort of, I don't know if you can see, it's obviously, it looks really clear to me, so I'm just trying to find something so we can see what's going on. Yeah, these bits here, just this whole like blurring against the crispness of the rest of the artwork. Another Zendikon, a Wind Zendikon. I did pull one of the legendary creatures. This was Thudder, the blue one. I was just going through the binder and just thought this artwork looked really interesting. It's another elemental, as you know. I seem to gravitate towards elemental artwork. Another rare, Death's Shadow. See, it's funny, I've never paid a lot of attention to the figure down there. There's a quest. Callista Highborn. Whenever I look at this, I always assume, without reading it, what it is. Just look at the artwork, look at the card. I always assume that this is a legendary, but it's not. Got the Corrupted Zendikon. I think I mentioned at the start, the only one I couldn't find in my binder was, I never pulled the red one. I think long-term viewers of the show know that this is a favourite of mine. It's mainly because there's a story behind this. Back, I think the first time I worked out you could play a pretty neat sealed format using what back then would have been, I don't think how many packs, but there was an online format where you only opened 4 packs of boosters to build a sealed deck, and you built a 30 card deck. And so I went out and bought the equivalent of those Dollarama boosters. I think you know the ones I mean. But before they were 15 cards, back when they were 10. So, so I had to have the equivalent of 4 packs. So it would have been 6 packs if there's 10. And I sat down with myself and my wife, and we proceeded to build 6 sealed decks using 30 cards. And the funny thing was, my wife actually pulled 3 of these because if you've ever opened those ones, you know that they sometimes they have multiple copies of the same card within a few boosters of one another. Just must be the way that they put the boosters together. And so this is the one where you exile the top card of target player's library. If it's a land card, you gain 1 life landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may untap Scrib Nibblers. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but it was amusing in like a 30 card deck where my wife was attempting to mill me with these. I think she managed to get all 3 out on the battlefield. And so I actually, when I was visiting Toronto one time, I went into a card shop in there and actually got a foil one of these, and it's in our office actually. So yeah, that's why that's there. Always brings a smile to my face. Okay, Searing Blaze. This is just a common, another landfall card, but I just wanted again to see what was going on down here. Looks like 2 figures being incinerated, possibly. And this one as well, another red card, Roiling Terrain. Just again seeing what's happening to this character on a horse. Wolfbriar Elemental. It's one of the multi-kicker cards. Again, see, I never really noticed the little wolf up there properly. Probably whenever I look at it in passing, I always tend to think that it's all part of the of this elemental structure here. Oh, of course, this one, I wanted to get this up close because this is the one that generates the 3 tokens: the snake, the wolf, and the elephant. It's pretty cool. There's the Wildwood Zendikon, part of that cycle. Another rare, Lodestone Golem. Again, it's easy to just miss these characters sometimes where they sort of blend into the background. Oh, one of my favourites. Everflowing Chalice. That looks really nice up close actually. Again, when you get it up close, it's a lot easier to see the depth in there. So I just like both of these artifacts that have a sort of kite type artwork on them. You've got the kite sail, and then you have the Pilgrim's Eye, which is a little bit more elaborate. And there's the hedron down there. And of course there's all these, floating objects. I suppose a lot of those non-hedron shaped objects did crop up on the original sort of Zendikar artwork for the basic lands, thinking about it. So these are those tap lands, tap for white or blue mana, but also can turn into a creature. So this is the white and blue one. We have Raging Ravine, which is the red-green one, and Stirring Wildwood. So I got pretty lucky with these, and considering they're all the rare, to actually get 3 out rare. Oh, good old Tectonic Edge. Anything I missed in here? I'm trying to think whether I've not noticed again. Yeah, probably didn't spot the buried hedron there. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. And then moving on to these spell lands. So again, I think I've got 4 out of the 5. There's Bajuka Bog. Oh, that's actually a face there. Wow. Halimar Depths again. You can start to really see the structures here. See, there's another figure there which I probably never even spotted or bothered. Well, I just never bothered to look close enough. So I wonder what's in the Coney Garden one. Can I see anything? Is that I don't know what that is there. Looks almost spider-like, but I don't think it is. These remind me a lot of those flies that trap flies and insects, actually. Oh, of course, Quicksand. You can see the footprints there running into the sand. Maybe that's a cloak in the sand. And then finally the white spell land. Are these look like figures down here going underneath these plates. Wow, that's cool. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That's just a few from there. Obviously I could probably go through the whole binder, but that would take rather long, and I do like to keep these videos fairly short. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.